Today is currently August 29th, 2025. I'm Naya General Respect, and I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done 7/31/2005. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I say that respectfully. It's no third party's involvement when it comes to my creativity. I work alone with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And my soul damn sure ain't for sale. No, it's sure ain't thought for me. My content is not for everyone. Never give up on yourself when someone gave up on you or didn't see potential within you. They didn't know how to love you, respect you, or protect you. You matter and you are worthy. Even when you choosing yourself and you having a good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, never lose sight of losing yourself. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself, my intentions. To the genuine ones, my intentions, I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless in the background trying to blackmail me and didn't matter a taxpayer. No, if it changed on me, I don't live in fear and I won't hurt myself. If it changed over me. Entertainment purposes only. No, if it changed on me, goddammit. My guys are right. That's okay. You ever been minding your business and you had that relative or friend or elder, whatever the case may be, say, you know what, baby, let's go to bingo. No, ever changed over me. No problem. I'm not really doing too much, that's out the way. And, I can spend some quality time with you, whatever the case may be. Only to realize you decide to go to bingo, whatever the case may be, and you end up at a church service. The Lord is calling my name. If it's straight for me. I didn't sign up for this. I swear I didn't sign up for this. You ever got to church with somebody and realized, hold on one second, what do we really come here to pray about? No, if it's straight for me. This motherfucker gonna say to you is, can I borrow your knee, baby? If it's straight over me, I want to pray over these numbers real quick. And you look to your right, then look to your left, and try to figure out your mental health. I know what I see. No, if it changed on me, this motherfucker over here playing numbers in the church. So that's what you came here to pray for at the end of the day? You know what, you got extra paper? No, if it changed on me, I think I gotta put a couple of numbers too. Hello, God, do you hear me? If it changed over me. When you realize in the day, when you got certain elders around you and they trying to put you on game and stuff, and then you realize, hold on one second, is this really my mentor? No, if it changed over me. You ever went to bingo with somebody and realized this was your first and last time going with them? No, it's a trick because they do not know how to act. It's a trick though for me. You sitting there with this fool across the table from at the end of the day. You having a good old time. You done hit bingo probably about good 10 times or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you got your little money's worth or whatever the case may be. This fool getting mad at the end of the day because they number not being called. That's the whole part of playing bingo at the end of the day. You ain't gonna always win, baby. If it's straight on me. When you go across the table with somebody at the end of the day and whisper in their ear, everything's gonna be okay. Holy Lord, they screaming your goddamn ear. I won, bingo! If it changed on me, the only thing they forgot to say out loud was bingo. Only because, hold on one second, that round was already over. If it changed on me, I hope you get your mental health together because I ain't going with you ever again. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. It's not. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I say that respectfully. I'm far from an addict and I'm far from a prostitute, regardless of trying to blackmail me against me. I do not do any substance, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, regardless of trying to plot against me. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. No, if it changed on me, goddamn it. My content right now is okay. You ever started talking to somebody new and you big single? Looks are very deceiving. No, that's a trade over me. Only to come to find out this motherfucker was part of a cult. Oh, shit, I ain't signed up for this bullshit. They was light-skinned with blue-green eyes and shit. Hold on one second. Oh, but that was a lie. Hell, it's a train over me. Because the hour truly lied at the end of the day. No, for real. You be so surprised in the day. You think you having a good, decent conversation with somebody in the day, and they trying to sacrifice you, bitch. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. What the fuck? When you realize that, when you wasn't educated on certain topics or whatever the case may be when it comes to, you mean people actually do this stuff? No, that's a trick on me. What the fuck wrong with you? Hello, I didn't sign up for this. A motherfucker pursues you at the end of the day. Hey, how you doing? No, for real, for real. You ever realize at the end of the day that you was really just minding your business or whatever the case may be, and someone said, you know what? I want to see what's up with you. Everybody else want to see what's up with you, but they ain't get you at the end of the day because every day they not for you. Know what the trade though? Because everybody's not for everybody. That's cool, fine and dandy. So this fool decides to start the spit game or talk or whatever the case may be, and you start to hear what they got to say, they politicking or whatever the case may be. You know when somebody tries to speak in a cold language that they think you don't know, and then you start to reevaluate your mental health and ask God, remove this devil away from me. No, you have to trade on me. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. No, for real, for real. When you realize at the end of the day, you wasn't trying to sacrifice your mental health today. No, 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 no. You know, you like to have your cake and eat it too. You like to dibble and dabble and have your foot in one door and another door. And, you know, you like to talk to this person, talk to that person when you pick and choose. I'm a one person only. You cute and all that, but hold on 1 second. Looks are very deceiving. Have a good day. No, it's really trying to both me. Like, a person would try to talk to you, whatever the case may be. They were getting your drawers and shit, and they're trying to run game or whatever the case may be. You cute. You know what I mean? You got a couple of dollars and shit, but that don't do nothing for me at the end of the day. I'm still hungry, bitch. And the train go for me. No, for real, for real. A motherfucker would have the game so fucked up. I'd rather miss that meal or two or three at the end of the day to lose my mental health. Hello, I don't gotta strategize with you, bitch. And the train go for me. My health comes first. You know, because God is wealth. Hello, I'm pouring into myself to understand. Hold on 1 second. I'm at peace with myself and I ain't wearing a mask. And you ain't gonna disturb it another day. Hello, have a good day. Always be yourself with all those intentions. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, that my content is not for everyone. It's not. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from my head, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from my head, what about you? Stop the violence in the community, neighbor. Stop the violence in the community, neighbor. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I wasn't trying to fit in, but I just knew how to respect my neighbor. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Now, I have to trade over me. You know, I never understood this bull crap or whatever case may be. Someone decided to call me bald-headed. Now, I have to trade over me with your low vibrational energy. You comparing hair length at the end of the day, but hold on 1 second. We wasn't on the same page when it comes to being authentic. It's a train of thought for me. How you had to take 1, 2, 3, let alone a crowd to pump your chest when it comes to having that monster end day to go up against a person who truly wasn't in your lane that day. That's what you said they was a lame. But hold on 1 second. I ain't had to project pain. I ain't have hated my vein. I knew how to respect my neighbor. I wasn't doing the who was better than the next person at the end of the day. It didn't matter your tags back with your bad habits at the end of the day, because elevation is different when it comes to your mental health. I wasn't trying to shortchange myself that better day. No, have to trade over me. I never understood this at the end of the day. Someone would say, hey, you a bald-headed BITC. Bitch, maybe I may be bald-headed by choice. Hit the train of thought for me. What's wrong with people? It's a train of thought for me. How someone got to get out of character, now they got to hate train because you spoke up for yourself in a healthy way. Fall from a lane, just didn't fit in your tax bracket. I was being authentic because my soul wasn't for sale. It's a train of thought for me how you truly keep it real, being authentic regardless of someone's mental health. How they try to shortchange or blessing that garden door within you. Hold on 1 second, our conscience wasn't the same. Hold on 1 second, I was on a high vibration level that you try to dim at the end of the day, but God's really showing our potential. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. How chicks and dudes will play with spoken in a toxic way, make you so confused. Hold on 1 second, but you still understood your vocabulary. That was God's reflection. I don't worship the devil. I ain't had ill intentions at the end of the day, but I knew how to respect my neighbor. I didn't have to pretend. The energy is different when you got confidence. Speaking up for yourself, don't ever dim your light when someone tries to, hold on 1 second, try to discourage you, project fear. Because God didn't endure that within you. You know your blood type wasn't the same as your neighbor. But hold on 1 second, that elevation is different when they try to shortchange you. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, stay in your lane. When it comes to your lack of self-control, you forgot to act your body weight. It took a group of people for you to make yourself feel irrelevant. How this type of stuff actually happens in the community. Now, when folks want to pay attention, like, hold on a second, who's actually keeping it real? They actually hear the end of the story at the end of the day, all because someone speaking up for themselves when they was far from a crash out, when they said they was mentally unstable. You know, the background noise, the he say, she say, but hold on a second, someone's really mentally stable. Just like everybody do have good and bad days, misunderstanding days. Damn, you mean to tell me at the end of the day, you try to step on someone's toes, like they kindness or weakness, to disrespect them out loud, to see them down, not maintain a smile? How this type of stuff actually happens when an innocent person didn't have to wild out. Always be yourself with no intentions. I'm not aging on respect that my content is not for everyone. It's not. I love to talk about love. Always be yourself with no intentions. True love is not supposed to hurt, let alone be complicated. True love is not lust or spell work. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, let alone having a hand problem. Always be yourself with no intentions. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Ha. Wait, hold on one second. It was a tone in your voice. It never switched up. The energy is different. Pouring into the same cup. A future so real, who would have knew? It just brought you balance. Someone meeting you halfway to show you at the hold on one second. Someone truly knew how to maintain your smile. When it come to hold on one second, when the world wanted to kick you down. You understood how I felt when someone fumbled you that day. The disrespect was loud. Lust wasn't part of your vocabulary. Hold on one second, someone knew how to fix your crown. You know, it wasn't have your cake and eat it 2 type of relationship. Someone truly knew how to be emotionally available. Someone trying to mistreat you, let alone abuse you. It was never for likes if you was a cloud chaser when someone truly knew how to show up for you. You know, because they wasn't trying to shortchange your mental health. It's like you at your heart at the end of the day when it comes to your gift. Hold on one second, that energy is different when it comes to your confidence. It wasn't a hesitation, you know, because someone wasn't trying to have a hand problem with you. They actually knew how to treat you right the first time around, not to get physical. Someone wasn't trying to fumble you when God gave them the access to the key to your heart when that prayer came true. You know, because miracles do happen. They say fairy tales not real, but someone actually was keeping it real, maintaining your smile. Who would have knew that chapter would be real? Only was the hold on one second. That accountability is different. I loved myself and God brought me the right person. Now the traits over me. Ooh, got you blushing, got butterflies on the inside and stuff. You know, because the same way they was acting up close in person behind closed doors, that remedy is different. Someone sleep pointing in the right direction. Someone praying for you, not against you. That motivation is different. Someone didn't have to disrespect you. You know, because someone wasn't in the mindset, regardless it came from trauma and pain, to discourage you. Someone had a beautiful heart. Who would have knew to pour into you? Y'all both on the same page when it comes to elevation. Who would have knew that balance would allow you to feel, keeping the real with the same person that was really paying attention. Not to play mind manipulation games, because true love wasn't lust. Someone bringing peace into your life to protect your heart. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. You know, those conversations never got pointless. Because someone truly actually showed you, hold on one second, they wasn't wearing a mask to mislead you with pain. Someone loving you right the first time around. It wasn't mind games. Who would have knew that true love was comfortable with the right one truly for you, boo? And the trait of the always be yourself with numberless intentions. I'm not judging your love respect that my content is not for everyone. It's not. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Hold on one second. That young man, that young woman got lost in their words. Being hit by a straight bullet, they didn't even know if they was coming or going, only to end up in the ER and someone actually paying attention. Only to realize to hold on one second. Why did they have to go out like this? They would just mind their business going from point A to Z. And they have to get physical because someone lacks self-control. What happened to discipline when it comes to a community not going against each other? It'd be the train of thought for me. Dang. That was somebody's baby that day that lost their life. Or because someone lacked self-control when it came to discipline. It should never have to be someone at someone's funeral session. It never should be. How everybody's so pointless. It was pointless. They said the conversation was pointless. You know, because this was the norm at the end of the day. This is what happens in the hood until it's your family at the end of the day. I may not make sense to the average person. But when is it going to be the norm to stop the violence when it comes to community? Didn't matter someone's tax bracket, let alone age, and I say that respectfully. How folks pick and choose who they want to disrespect. When it come to bullyism at the end of the day, when it come to gang stalking, sizing somebody up to project a hate crime, all because you lack self-control, what happened to your discipline, acting your body weight, not your shoe size. It should never have to take a group of people to hate a person, all because they speak enough for themselves for something that you don't like at the end of the day. Just stay in your lane if they truly not for you. How this type of stuff actually happens. Someone could be more gifted, spiritual than you. You want someone to dim the light, hold on 1 second, because you didn't understand their point of view. Someone ties, they shoot differently. Someone gets respect without trying hard, so you want them to get their light be dim. Or because they believed in the miracle, because they was truly paying attention to believe in their faith and they wasn't doing it for likes and views. They ain't have to get out of character, fall from a crash out, becoming their authentic self, always lie within them. They stepped out on confidence you can relate to. Unconditional love always started within. It bothered your mental health, so you wanted to shortchange the neighbor of their better health. How this type of stuff actually happens. You don't gotta know somebody to take them at their free will. How this type of stuff actually happens. Someone was just only going from point A to Z. Did it matter what community it was that day? No. It's a chain of thought for me. How someone just lost their life. Did it matter the day of the week? That was somebody's baby. God's baby. It be the chain of thought for me. Imagine somebody speaking up about stopping the violence in the community. And only the was it became the norm at the end of the day to overlook somebody because folks in the background doing stuff for likes and views, in the background selling their soul. They're trying to discourage the next person to dim their light, making sure nobody sees their light. They talking about God all day long, nobody cares about it until the right people actually show up and realize to hold on 1 second. You actually made sense when it comes to miracles. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. Your voice does matter, didn't matter community. I'm not your genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. I may not make sense to the average person, but always be yourself in all intentions, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or not. Never give up on yourself when someone says you don't have potential. It's not a crime to be authentic and be different, and especially when you're not trying to hurt yourself or others around you, regardless to what community or next door neighbor, any tax bracket is willing to blackmail you because you're willing to choose you and you don't have malicious intentions towards your neighbor. Always be yourself with no intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone, regardless in the background, hacking my devices, my emails, hacking my accounts, my devices. I work alone, and I say that respectfully. I do not live in fear, and I will never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child, regardless if it's a single family household or not, because someone lacks self-control when it comes to discipline. It didn't matter if that person had a mother and father in the household or not, because people pick and choose who they want to bully, who they want to discriminate against, who they want to project hate crime towards, who they want to say, you know what, I don't care about my life today. No mother or father or loved one should lose a loved one because someone lacks insecurity problems, someone has jealousy, hate, or envy within them. And because they see potential within somebody, they don't want them to elevate or take their spot. How this type of stuff actually happens. When God creates a lane for somebody, don't nobody want your spot. Because when God creates a lane for somebody at the end of the day, the people that's truly for them is going to respect them. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. They're not energy harvesting off their energy. They're not projecting spell work towards their neighbors. We are all not the same. I am far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. And my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself when someone says you're not worthy, and it didn't matter their tax bracket, but they're so inspired and they watch you years and months over time to blackmail you against you. But they won't put respect on your name. But God saw everything when God revealed the devil alone, the enemy that day. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Never was in competition with my neighbor. I never had hate in my vein. Didn't matter. Hold on 1 second. Our blood type wasn't the same. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never allow a man or woman to project fear in you when you never had malicious intentions towards them because you're speaking up for yourself. And they say that your voice doesn't matter because you live in a community, or you was amongst a community, or you came across somebody in passing, or you acknowledge somebody at the end of the day, regardless of their job description, and they're willing to try to blackmail you against you or whatever the case may be. And I say this respectfully. Never give up on yourself when I say that respectfully, because your voice does matter. And it's not a crime to speak up for yourself. It's not. You know, gang stalking is real towards your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. It's disgusting to see how folks would gather up in groups or whatever the case may be to try to blackmail an innocent person for speaking up for themselves, to paint them out to be mentally unstable or crazy, or use their documentation to try to blackmail them against them. How this type of stuff actually happens within communities. My content is not for everyone. It's not. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was transpired and happened 7/31/2025. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully, regardless if you have me shadow banned or not at the end of the day. Any negative energy return back to sender. I call my energy back, and I say that respectfully. People pick and choose who could talk about God, who could speak about people could speak about speech, who could speak about spirituality, who could speak about violence, hate crime, discrimination, the devil, who could speak about weight loss, who could speak about love, who could speak about narcotics. It's a shame to throw for me. Until it's your child at the end of the day. The child that you said that, you know what, as long as you ain't got malicious intentions to hurt yourself or others around you, become who you want to be at the end of the day. My content is not for everybody. No child or an adult should be limited to becoming who they want to be, and especially when they don't have malicious intentions. It's growth for everyone. It's growth for someone who's willing to not have the mindset of hurting their neighbor, because they don't have the mindset of I'm outdoing you better than you. I'm jealous of you. I have an evil eye towards you because regardless of what household you was brought up in, and you had someone that was practicing witchcraft, voodoo in a toxic way, or any type of demonic spirituality, whatever the case may be. It's not everybody that turns out like that comes out of that household and goes into a community and say, you know what, I'm sending my neighbor the evil eye. I'm projecting spirit towards my neighbor. You matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that my neighbor doesn't have a financial stability. I'm going to rob my neighbor mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, even energy, harvest of their energy. Not everybody has that mindset, or wish illness on their neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstand. They all sit there and play with beauty spells, or project spell work on people that's willing to work with somebody, or project spell work on people who's willing to love somebody. Not everybody has that mindset. My content is not for everyone. There's no need to watch me and bring your blood pressure up at the end of the day, because you can find entertainment else somewhere else on someone else's channel. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. How folks will just sit there and watch you just to send you the evil eye, or sit there and watch you, observe you at the end of the day, just to get you locked up or put you in a cyborg, just to blackmail you against you, or paint you out to be mentally unstable. How this type of stuff actually happens. Or they sit there and watch you, and then they hack your devices, or hack your emails, or whatever the case may be, to blackmail you against you, and to try to paint you out to be something you're truly not. Or sit there and energy harvest off your energy, and have your next door neighbor, different tax brackets, gang stalk you, or telling your next move. How this type of stuff actually happens. How they pay people to do this type of stuff when it comes to gang stalking is real. Just because gang stalking is not happening in your household, it's happening in someone's household. And they're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. My content is not for everyone. It's not. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. I worship the good God with no malicious intentions, regardless of my sexual orientation. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Regardless to who has your shadow banned, or regardless to what neighbor done paid somebody to get information, or you don't even gotta know the individual at the end of the day, only for them to try to blackmail you against you in the future, or for them to try to do a humiliation ritual towards you, or for them to make people not look at you in a certain light, or whatever the case may be. Never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta live in fear because you're willing to choose you, and you never have malicious intentions towards your neighbor. And especially when you fall from a hater. I know how to give respect when it's due. I know how to give flowers when it's due, because I'm far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. I do not gang stalk people. I do not project sporic towards people. I do not energy harvest people's energy. I do not destiny swipe with my neighbor. And I don't run from my past, and I don't run from he say, she say. I can repeat anything that I said that day. And I say that respectfully, regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have since day one. You know, individuals will hack your devices, gang stalk you, and then try to paint you out to be somebody you're truly not. I never signed up for nobody's one-sided contract. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. That's totally fine. Never give up on yourself because someone gave up on you or overlooked you, didn't know how to love you or respect you. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, regardless of their tax bracket, regardless of where they are at in their healing journey or their spirituality, they're not sending you the evil lie. They're not sending you spell work. They actually know how to respect you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and they're not energy harvesting off your energy. They act in their body weight regardless they came from poverty and pain. That respect hits different. Hold on one second, it was on the same page. That maturity actually hits different, outgrowing the old, but they wasn't running from their past. The hold on one second, everybody's conscience ain't the same when you're past living your reality today, but you still know how to respect your neighbor, stay 6 feet apart. The folks that wasn't for you, the energy is different. Because when the right people truly walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. It's not I'll do you better than you. I'm in competition with you. It's not that type of vocabulary, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone, and I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, and I say that respectfully. I never signed up for someone's one-sided contract, and I never signed up for anybody to use my personal information as their personal use, and I say that respectfully. To make money off of me, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. Always be yourself. Never allow someone to project fear in you. Someone didn't know how to love you, that relationship didn't work out. Someone didn't know how to respect you. That job opportunity didn't work out. That friend group didn't work out. That business partner didn't work out. That stranger in the street didn't work out. When the right people walk into your life, regardless to what subject it is at the end of the day, they're going to respect you for who you truly are with no malicious intentions. And they're not going to try to blackmail you. They're not going to try to walk into your life to try to humiliate you or to create a gang stalking group against you or hate train towards you. They're not energy harvesting off your energy. They're not projecting spell work on you. They're not playing you close to send you the evil lie or make you become homeless or try to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially, or energy harvest off your energy, or even try to destiny swipe at you. My content is not for everyone. I'm not your genuine respect, and I'm far from a hater. No, I change on you got done. I gotta go. Always be yourself, but don't molest. I tell you, know them. You like never. I'm far from a hater. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter and you're worthy. Peace and respect, sir. Respect your neighbor. Stop the bunch. You matter on them. You like. Gotta go neighbor on them. You like. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done 7/31/2005. I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. I do not take any narcotics, and I'm far from a prostitute, and I say that respectfully. Regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, and never make yourself feel like your voice does not matter when someone tries to project fear in you, and I say that respectfully, or try to paint you out to be something that you're truly not. Because when the right people walk into your life, they know how to respect you with no misintentions, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. Peace and respect, sir. Respect your neighbor. Stop the bunch. You better on them. You like. Gotta go neighbor on them. You like. Gotta go. Always be yourself. No misintentions. I'm Naya. Genuine love, respect. Have a good day.